Azure Role-Based Access Control, RBAC, is a system that provides fine-grained access management of Azure resources. It allows you to assign roles to users, groups, and applications, thereby controlling who has access to what resources and what they can do with those resources. RBAC is essential for maintaining security and compliance in your Azure environment. By using RBAC, you can segregate duties within your team and grant only the amount of access necessary for users to perform their jobs. RBAC is crucial for several reasons. Firstly, it enhances security by ensuring that users have only the permissions they need to perform their tasks. This principle of least privilege minimizes the risk of accidental or malicious changes to your resources. Secondly, RBAC helps in compliance by providing detailed logs of who accessed what resources and what actions they performed. This is invaluable for audits and security reviews. Lastly, RBAC simplifies management by allowing you to assign roles at different scopes, such as subscription, resource group, or individual resources. RBAC in Azure consists of three main components: roles, role assignments, and scopes. Roles define a set of permissions, such as read, write, or delete. Role assignments link a role to a user, group, or application at a specific scope. Scopes can be a management group, subscription, resource group, or individual resource. Together, these components allow you to create a flexible and granular access control system that can be tailored to your organization's needs. Azure provides several built-in roles that you can use to manage access to your resources. Some of the most commonly used roles include owner, contributor, and reader. The owner role has full access to all resources, including the ability to delegate access to others. The contributor role can create and manage all types of Azure resources, but cannot grant access to others. The reader role can view existing Azure resources, but cannot make any changes. These built-in roles cover most common scenarios, but you can also create custom roles if needed. While built-in roles cover many scenarios, there are times when you need more granular control. Azure allows you to create custom roles to meet specific needs. Custom roles are defined using JSON and can include any combination of permissions. For example, you might create a custom role that allows users to start and stop virtual machines, but not delete them. Custom roles provide the flexibility to tailor access controls to your organization's unique requirements. Role assignments are the way you apply RBAC roles to users, groups, or applications. A role assignment consists of three elements: security principal, role definition, and scope. The security principal is the user, group, or application to which you want to grant access. The role definition is the set of permissions you want to grant. The scope defines the level at which the access applies, such as a subscription, resource group, or individual resource. Role assignments can be created using the Azure portal, Azure CLI, or Azure PowerShell. Scopes in RBAC define the boundaries within which a role assignment is valid. Scopes can be hierarchical, meaning that a role assigned at a higher level, e.g. subscription, will inherit down to lower levels, e.g. resource groups and resources. The four levels of scope in Azure are management group, subscription, resource group, and resource. By carefully choosing the scope of your role assignments, you can ensure that users have the appropriate level of access without over-provisioning permissions. The Azure portal provides a user-friendly interface for managing RBAC. You can easily view and manage role assignments, create custom roles, and audit access. To assign a role, navigate to the resource you want to manage, click on Access Control IAM, and then click Add Role Assignment. From there, you can select the role, assign it to a user, group, or application, and specify the scope. The portal also provides tools for troubleshooting access issues and viewing activity logs. For those who prefer command line tools, Azure CLI offers robust support for managing RBAC. You can use commands like az-role-assignment-create to assign roles, az-role-definition-create to create custom roles, and az-role-assignment-list to view existing role assignments. Azure CLI is particularly useful for automating RBAC tasks through scripts. This can be a powerful way to manage access in large or complex environments where manual management would be impractical. Azure PowerShell is another powerful tool for managing RBAC. Commandlets like new as role assignment, new as role definition, and get as role assignment allow you to create, manage, and view role assignments and definitions. PowerShell is especially useful for administrators who are already familiar with scripting and want to integrate RBAC management into their existing workflows. Like Azure CLI, PowerShell can be used to automate RBAC tasks, making it easier to manage access at scale. Auditing and monitoring are critical aspects of managing RBAC. Azure provides several tools to help you keep track of role assignments and access activities. Azure Activity Logs record all role assignment changes, providing a detailed history that can be used for audits and troubleshooting. Azure Policy can be used to enforce RBAC policies, ensuring that role assignments comply with your organization's standards. Additionally, Azure Monitor can alert you to unusual or unauthorized access activities, helping you respond quickly to potential security issues. To get the most out of RBAC, it's important to follow best practices. Start by applying the principle of least privilege, granting users only the permissions they need to perform their tasks. Regularly review role assignments to ensure they are still appropriate. Use built-in roles whenever possible, and create custom roles only when necessary. Document your RBAC policies and procedures, and train your team on how to manage access effectively. Finally, use auditing and monitoring tools to keep track of access activities and respond to any issues promptly. RBAC can be applied to a wide range of scenarios in Azure. For example, you might use RBAC to grant a development team access to a specific resource group where they can deploy and manage applications. A security team might be given read-only access to all resources to monitor for compliance. An operations team might have permissions to start and stop virtual machines, but not delete them. By tailoring role assignments to the needs of different teams, you can ensure that everyone has the access they need without compromising security. Despite its flexibility, RBAC can sometimes lead to access issues. Common problems include users not having the permissions they need or having more permissions than intended. To troubleshoot, start by reviewing the user's role assignments and the scopes at which they are applied. Use the Azure portal, CLI, or PowerShell to view and manage role assignments. Check the activity logs for any recent changes that might have affected access. If necessary, adjust role assignments or create custom roles to resolve the issue. Regular audits can help prevent these issues from occurring in the first place. As Azure continues to evolve, so too will its RBAC capabilities. Microsoft is continually adding new features and improvements to make RBAC more flexible and easier to manage. Future enhancements may include more granular permissions, better integration with other Azure services, and improved tools for auditing and monitoring. Staying informed about these updates will help you make the most of RBAC and ensure that your Azure environment remains secure and compliant. Azure Role-Based Access Control, RBAC, is a powerful tool for managing access to your Azure resources. By understanding its core components, using built-in and custom roles effectively, and following best practices, you can ensure that your environment is both secure and efficient. Whether you're managing a small team or a large organization, RBAC provides the flexibility and control you need to meet your access management requirements. Keep learning and stay updated with the latest features to make the most of what RBAC has to offer.